conscious community, don't think, especially me, that I'm not conscious. I just don't like when black women get down like that. Too much going on in this world that we should be coming together spiritually. But you got who are not even spiritual, who are not even magic, don't even know how to put it together, and steal from other spiritualists, magic, whoever occultists, priestesses, however black women want to call themselves, or even warlocks or priests, however black people, men, king, you guys want to call yourselves who are magical. This is what's going on, and this is why I hate to be on YouTube, but it's like, well, goddamn.
But more so, people gotta stop being so naive and gullible and riding with thieves. I don't care if they hate us. You hate us if you want to. But stop being so gullible and naive.
True that.
I could listen to her speak all day long. That was the wayward renegade witch, and she is mad. But why is she so mad, and who is she talking about? Well, we're going to get into that in today's video. Hello and welcome to another day in paradise, and welcome to another edition of the Unapologetic Negropian. In today's video, we are going to talk about Ashera Star Goddess and the trouble she got herself involved in after she graduated from Chief Amachis' school, the Intelligencia. We are going to attempt to answer a few questions. Does she really have supernatural powers? Or is she an absolute fraud looking to con people for as much money as they have? Well, we're going to attempt to try and answer these questions, but first I'm going to ask you to please like, subscribe, share, click the bell notification, and please consider supporting this channel on our new Patreon for as little as $1 a month. Link in the description.
So a few weeks ago I made a video about Chief Amachis and his untimely death, and how it was prophesied by a powerful seer called the Wayward Renegade Witch. In a damning video, she released a list of Chief Amachis' former associates and students that was published on his Facebook.
On the aforementioned list was the name Ashera Star Goddess.
Leticia Padua, aka Ashera Star Goddess, is a beautiful, vivacious Afro-Latina mother of two from Texas. She's a diviner who learned the tricks of the trade from Chief Amachis himself. She comes across as an experienced practitioner of the arts, one who gives her clients the power to foresee future events and manipulate situations using African-based magic.
100,000 subscribers on her YouTube channel. That's pretty impressive.
This is funny to her.
So I'm now going to prove to you just how good Ashera Star Goddess is. Well, this is a live that she does. She doesn't physically go on the live, but what she does, she tells people to donate her money, and that will enable them to manifest quadruple fold whatever they gift to Ashera Star Goddess. And people are coming on these lives and they are gifting her hundreds and hundreds of dollars. I mean, what kind of people believe in this type of thing?
She must be doing something right, but that's not all.
Leticia also has another YouTube channel by the name of Ashera 7. The sole purpose of this channel is to show women how to manipulate men into giving them money. It is, for all intents and purposes, a gold digging channel. And she makes no secret of it. She is constantly showing off her material wealth, showing off her huge new house, showing off her brand new Porsche, which is all good and fair if you made your money the legal way. Now, I didn't check any gold digging sites to see if men had been warned of this potential danger, but I wouldn't be surprised if she was on one. So if you're an old, black, rich African American and you live in the Houston area, beware. She's out for you. You've been warned.
Now, I don't know about you, but that would have set some alarm bells ringing in my mind if I knew she had another separate YouTube channel simply to try and defraud men of their money. But you have to imagine, most of the people that follow people like her are not the sharpest tools in the box. But people like her are so manipulative that there are people who are extremely intelligent that still believe in everything she has to say. So, the question, is she the real deal or another wannabe witch? Well, on the outside, she seems pretty genuine, but just like many of these other African spiritualists, when you scratch beneath the surface, the ugly truth is yet revealed.
Here is a complaint that I found of one of Ashira's former clients, and it reads, Ashira, or Leticia, whatever she wants to call herself, is a fraud. I went to her for over a year with hopes that I was going to get back with my man, and she even did a spell for me, and nothing worked out. I am so hurt. She made a video talking about me and my situation, and even though she didn't use my name, I still felt violated. I will never go to her again. She pretends that she is so nice, but I see the truth and she is money hungry and evil. She even flaunted her new house in all of our faces, just a scammer. I want to remain anonymous because I am afraid of what this witch might do to me. I don't even want the money back. She can keep it. Now, many of you might be thinking, yes, she is extremely gullible for falling for this one, but this complaint is actually one of the reasons why I do what I do, because what you need to look at is the last part of her sentence. She was afraid to even speak about this simply because she was afraid that she would curse her somehow. She would come back at her with some evil spell. These people genuinely feel this way. They need to stop this. I'm not afraid of her.
So what, you say? These types of spells are more of an art and less of a science. Besides, people who believe in this perhaps need a bit of a wake-up call? Perhaps. We don't know. We know that it's one of two possibilities. She either has these powers or she doesn't. So I dug a little deeper and I found a story so incredible, so mind-boggling that it defied belief. So let me put you into a scenario. Boom, okay? I've done some magic and you are now Ashera Star Goddess. And you are approached by a client. And the client wants you to do a spell of some kind, but you just don't know how to do it. You've got to remember, there is no definitive handbook on the arts of African spiritualism. And you can't normally turn to other people in the spirit world because a lot of these types of spells are quite lucrative and are a closely guarded secret. So, you're in that situation. What do? How can you get a spell which is 100% guaranteed to work, and even if it doesn't work, if the person, your client, turns away from you and goes to someone else, they are sure to use the same spell? Well, of course. You can only steal it.
This was the scenario that Ashera Star Goddess found herself in back in 2018. She didn't have a spell to give her client, so she improvised to no avail. But her client had faith in her, and so they tried another spell.
But the spell didn't work. She tried it again and again and again, with no joy. So Ashera Star Goddess devised a plan, asked one of her close subjects,
a beautiful African-American woman by the name of Shiranda St. Fleur,
to go to a competing witch posing as a client. She would then ask the witch to perform a breakup spell and to secretly record the entire encounter, locking down the method and all the items she's been told to bring to the divination. So Ashera Star Goddess could reenact this spell for her client. Yes, we are talking about African spiritual espionage. I didn't even know that term existed, but it does, and apparently it is common. So many diviners have ways of screening their clients. So,
which witch
did Ashera Star Goddess target? Well, of course, she targeted the best.
She targeted none other than the wayward renegade witch herself, a highly sought after, powerful diviner and a master of the arts. However, don't let that fool you. She is street, so she knows when someone is trying to pull the wool over her eyes.
The scene was set. Shiranda St. Fleur made the appointment with the wayward renegade witch. She got there, managed to perform the divination. However, she was extremely nervous, and it showed, and the wayward renegade witch could see right through her, and thus performed a less powerful spell. Then she sent her on her way. After the session, she posted this video.
So, we're up here talking, and I was peeping some, and I have to say, good one, you YouTube. So I see the game that you guys are trying to pull. So, first you have emailing me, talk about what do you think about ASMR and doing this and that with ASMR, Ashera. Then you have who called me, what's her name? Bruja, Lovely Bruja? Lovely Bruja contacted me on some fake ass doing voodoo classes. I get your game. So what you guys do, and you guys send little minions and people to give, hey, good ideas. And then I'll be like, hey, Sandy, what you think about this? And this is a good idea to start that because I'm strong enough to do it. So I go put the with a cost. Then what you do is come back with a competitive price and then try to push down Wayward to compete with us to show that you guys are better and cheaper. That's a good one. That's a good one, but it isn't going to work. I get the game now.
Whack.
So every time, so you guys send fake people to give, little advice or to a suggestion. We ride with that suggestion because we're creative and we're spiritual and we're just like that. And we see a need to help people. But then with the thing about it is that you guys come back with competitive prices thinking it's like Target competing with Walmart. So you got Target with their prices, but then here come Walmart with the same shit but lowering the price.
And the thing is, they don't even know what to do with it.
Well, the funny thing is that they don't know what I do, how I do, what spirits I use, how I get down, who taught me, how I learn. You must just come at hand, meaning you don't know.
They just want to get the money. That's all it is. They just want to get the money. They know they don't have. They can't do anything for anybody. This just basically about just taking the money and running. That's it.
That's all it is. So now you got Creole and Magical Lady that just thinking they're us. You got Ashura faking, pretending and emailing me.
And don't forget putting her kids
in harm's way.
Yeah.
And then furthermore, you guys have devalued the spiritual life. There are times that I do free. Okay? But at the same time, people have to pay for my cost for my whatever I'm doing. That's it, that's all. That's how it go. But if people want to be stupid and pay lower prices thinking they're getting the same magic, that's not true.
Well, I think first of all, because you have that bell pepper shaped woman talking about she's a high priestess now, and the thing
Duchess.
is, yeah, and the thing is that she doesn't have a gift. You have a natural gift.
But people don't. But it gets buried, and that's
Bullshit. It gets buried in bullshit.
But that's that. Was talking about that the fake YouTube witches have caused a great harm to this occult world because people who are real get buried behind their shenanigans.
That's true.
Damn right. That's
There we have it. I mean, the audacity of this woman to actually go ahead and try and steal another woman's magic, steal another person's spell. I mean, it shows us that she doesn't really know much about the spirit world, does it? Because the reality is you need to have special powers. You need to be born with these types of gifts, right? I mean, I'm guessing. I don't know much about the spirit world myself. I'm learning as I go along myself. You can't just take it, use it for yourself. Each spell can be the same, but each is performed in a unique kind of way, right? I mean, they're not all done the same by everybody. This is another way you can tell that Ashera Star Goddess is an absolute fraud. Why would you go through so much extremes just to get a spell, and it's a common spell if that. I mean, if you already have supernatural powers, you wouldn't need to do that. Does she have supernatural powers? Well, if you've been watching this video, you should be able to answer that question yourself. I mean, if you even dig a little deeper, and if you look at the people who Ashera Star Goddess is in close proximity to, you got to ask yourself, you always got to question her integrity, right? And it's really sad for me, because we have the late great Chief Amachis, who was very close, not just to her, but to many other people on this list. And when I took an initial look at this list, I just couldn't believe what was happening and the people that were being spun off. I thought, there's no way that Chief Amachis can have an association with these people. This list is like the Suicide Squad of spiritual divinations. I answered this question for myself way even before I started looking into making this video, because I was researching somebody else. And this is how Ashera Star Goddess's name automatically became a suspicious name in my mind. If you look at Ashera Star Goddess's list of associates and business partners, that long list, there is one name which stands out, one name which automatically assured me that Ashera Star Goddess is nothing but a manipulative fraud out for one thing: your money.
Hey everyone, Billy Carson here, Forbidden Knowledge.
Yes, you've guessed it. It's Billy Carson of the Forbidden Knowledge organization. He's been working closely with Ashera Star Goddess, and we'll be getting into what they've been getting up to in the next video. We'll take a look at Billy Carson's run-in with the law, including his eye-opening criminal record and why you should give him a wide berth. I mean, you should give him a wide berth anyway, shouldn't you? I mean, here's a black guy who makes a living off traveling all around the world, teaching everybody that black people didn't build the pyramids. No, it had to be done by the aliens.
This guy is a major piece of work, and really, if you have anything to do with this guy, I please implore you, please watch the next video, because this one is important. We're going to go really deep into his past, even into his recent past, because this guy, boy, he's as bent as a circle. I mean, these guys, they make a perfect couple, don't you think? There was actually rumors that they were both romantically involved, and why wouldn't this be the case? I mean, Billy Carson says that he's 65 years old, and Ashera Star Goddess has a penchant for men who are both old, black, and rich, and Billy Carson pretty much fits that mold. So guys, that's all I've got time for today. I have some really big news coming up later on this week. I can't wait until I tell you, actually, because it's going to give us a lot more freedom when it comes to going after these criminals. We are going to be able to take our gloves off and just attack, because this channel is great. It's like a dog barking, but we needed something which is going to bite and sink their teeth into them. And so we are going places, but just give me till the end of the week and I'm going to make an announcement. Looking forward to it. That's it from me. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Until the next time, please think twice. Ta-ra a bit.